Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Nancy from nancybadillo.com, and on today's video, I'm going to show you how to find and join Instagram DM groups. This was a video requested from a subscriber due to my previous video that I just currently made, how to get 10,000 followers organically on Instagram. If you have not watched it yet, I highly recommend you do. I will link it in the text box below, and I will also link it in the comment section. If this is your first time visiting my YouTube channel, don't forget to subscribe to my channel today and make sure to follow me on my Instagram account. So let's go ahead and get started. So I kind of wanted to go over what exactly is a DM group before I show you how to find and join DM groups. So what are DM groups, right? So DM stands for direct message. And they're also often called, besides DM groups, engagement group or pods. And it's basically a group of people in a chat room on Instagram. And that's what a DM group is. It's just a whole bunch of people in one thread. And DM is basically a feature that you have on Instagram that you can comment or send a message to someone through a private message. And that's why it's called direct message. Now, why would you want to join a DM group, right? Why would you want to join that? So let's kind of back it up a little bit. The main purpose, whenever you post on Instagram, is for your actual post to be featured on the Instagram Explorer page. If you get featured in the Explorer page and you stay there for a couple hours or a couple days, you literally could go viral and get tons of traffic to your business. And this is the main reason why you always want to be featured on the results page or in the Explorer page. So, how do you do that? You need engagement. So, if you post on your Instagram account and you receive no engagement, no one's interacting with your post, no one's commenting, no one's sharing, guess what happens? Your post gets buried in the search results. Now, if the opposite happens and you get a lot of engagement, a lot of likes, a lot of comments, and you get a lot of shares, your post actually gets featured on Instagram Explorer page, which is on the top section of Instagram. You'll see 9 different posts and yours will be up there. Now, the key is to be in the top 9. If you are, what happens is you could gain hundreds to thousands of new followers as a result. So this is very important. The main purpose of doing a DM group is going to help you boost your engagement. It's going to help you get featured, like we talked about, on Instagram Explorer page. You might go viral, which is really cool, and you'll get, which is the main point, thousands to or hundreds to thousands of new followers as a result of being displayed in the Explore section. So it's really, really cool when it's done correctly because you could initially take an account from 0 followers to 100,000 followers within months. And you could just imagine what that's going to do for your business. You're going to get sponsorships from people wanting to pay you to advertise. You're going to get tons of traffic to your small business or to your Etsy business. You're going to get tons of new leads. You could grow your email list to massive lists. So the opportunities are endless and other rewards are endless as well. Like everything that you're going to get from growing your accounts to a larger authority account. So it's really, really cool way to do that. So how does, DM group work? Well, there are other groups outside of Instagram that also do the same thing. So today I'm going to be talking about just Instagram direct groups, direct message groups. However, keep in mind there are other places that you could go to that have their own groups as well. And some of these groups are by the thousands, like huge accounts. So it just depends on how you want to do it. I've done both, but on today's video, I will be talking about Instagram direct message. And basically, how it works, or typically how it works, is that you will have a group of members in your chat group. And whenever you post something on your Instagram, you let them know. You message them and you say, "Hey, I just posted." Now what happens is that all these people are going to go back and start liking your post. They're going to like it, they're going to comment on it, they're going to share it, etc. So your engagement is going to go off the roof. Now, once they do that, what happens after this is that Instagram's algorithm takes notice. They're like, wait, this post was published, let's say 15 minutes ago. It already got 50 likes, it already got 50 comments, it's been reshared. This must be important. This post has to be important. So now what happens is that your post gets featured on the explore section based on the engagement that you got on it in such a short amount of time. So that's how, pretty much in a nutshell, how a DM group works. Now, what type of groups should you be in? I specifically recommend joining other groups that are related to your niche. I found better results with that. You don't need to find groups that are exactly what you sell. However, I felt like it was easier for me to join those groups. So if I message someone else that is a digital marketing specialist, they do the same thing I do, it was easier for me to connect with them and for me to say, hey, this is what I'm trying to do. I'm a digital marketing specialist. We could help each other out and grow in the digital space, blah, 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 blah. It was just an easier connection. Now, you could literally connect with any type of groups. You could connect with someone that has a puppy Instagram account. Maybe someone has a bikini line Instagram account. Maybe someone does recipes on how to cook. Maybe someone else has music. It really doesn't matter, because at this point, all you guys are doing is liking each other's posts. It's not like they're gonna be featuring you on their profile. So it's not necessarily that you need to find relevant niche specific groups. However, what I've noticed is that when I did that, it worked better for me. Like, people responded back, people weren't ignoring me, and it actually worked better. So it's up to you. It's all about testing it out and seeing what works better for you. Whether you want to do relevant niche groups or whether you just want to target anyone and see who responds. That's literally up to you. The main part of, or the most essential part of going viral in a DM group is who is in your group. So you want large accounts. You want accounts that have 50,000, 100,000, 200,000. You want those accounts. The higher, the better. You want to aim to be in these groups because Instagram trusts these groups. The bigger the group is, the higher authority they have on Instagram. So the more eyes on your post when they like your post. So if someone as big as 150,000 account likes your post, Instagram takes notice of that. They're like, wow, that's a huge account, and they like that post. That post must be important. Versus if you just follow other people that have less followers than you or the same followers, is not always a bad thing to network with people with the same number. I wouldn't do people less than you. If you want to, that's fine. But in my opinion, the higher, the better. The more authority you get through Instagram's algorithm. So you definitely want to engage with accounts that have a large following, because those accounts are trusted by Instagram. So this is the part that you guys been waiting for. So how to find and join, right? Or how do you find and join DM groups? It's very simple. It might sound complicated, but it really is not. The first step is find some accounts to contact, basically. So if you are, already following some large accounts in your niche, then start, asking them. However, if you're not, all you have to do is go into your search bar on your Instagram account and type in, if you're in the travel industry, type in travel. If you're in, I don't know, handmade business, put handmade. If you're in the jewelry, business, put jewelry. It doesn't matter where they're at, what location they're at, whether they're in the same state as you, same country, etc. It really doesn't matter. And then find accounts that have a large following. So you want these accounts that have 100,000, 50,000, even if you're scared to go that high, you could do accounts that have 25,000. Let's say you have one, you only got 300 followers. 25,000 might be a big number for you. That's fine. You find these accounts and that are relevant to your Instagram account. And you also want to find accounts that people are actively engaged or actively posting. If you go to an account and the last post they did was 7 months ago, don't waste your time. Because when you message them, most likely they're not going to see your message because they barely use their Instagram account. And the nice thing now than before when I was reaching out to people is that now when you reach out to people, if that person doesn't like check their direct message, they actually get a notification now saying, hey, you have a message. So they're not going to miss a message now. I remember I would message people and no one would ever get back to me because a lot of people, like myself, either get so much spam or they don't check their direct message. Mine was like both. I get so much spam and I don't check my direct messages often. So now you get notifications like, hey, such and such left you a message. So it's important that you find active accounts. So if you see an account that has 25,000 followers, but the last time they post was a year ago, skip to the next one. Do not waste your time. Now, an important thing that I always tell people this, and I don't say it to be mean, I say it because it is the truth. I get this a lot, and after a while, you just start ignoring people because of the sense that you feel used. So when you contact people, right, and you send them a direct message, please don't spam. Don't spam people. People don't like that. People will ignore you because they don't feel that you're giving them any value. You don't know them. They don't owe you anything. And if you just send someone a message like, hey, can you follow me? Or hey, can you just join my group, my DM group? They're gonna ignore you. So I don't recommend messaging someone with just something that short and like they're gonna think it's spam or they're not gonna waste your time with you. So don't message them like with a spammy message. What you want to say is something like this: hey, I'm starting a DM group with 100,000 followers or highly active followers. Would you like to join? That's it. So, hey, I'm starting a DM group with 100,000 highly active accounts. Would you like to join? You see the difference of that versus, do you want to join my DM group? They're not going to, what they're going to do is go back to your account and see that you have 300 followers and they're not going to take you serious. They're going to be like, follow you in your DM group, join your DM group, you only got 300 followers. They're going to keep going. They're going to ignore you. However, if you say, I'm starting a DM group with 100,000 or with 30,000 or with 25,000 highly active accounts, would you like to join? They see the value there. What they see is, oh, wait, he's going to have a group or she's going to have a group of people that have 25,000 followers that are highly active. So they're going to most likely check out your profile, but they're also going to think, oh, he has another Instagram account, or they're just doing a group. Like they're going to be more in a positive response to you because you're giving them something of value. You're telling them, hey, by you joining, this is what's going to happen. You're going to have other groups that are this active. And it's really, really important that you set the tone by saying it in a way that they feel like they're getting something in return. When you do that, that's when they'll start responding and saying, yeah, why not? Even if you got 0 followers, even if you only got 300 followers, it really doesn't matter at that point. Now, when you send out the messages, right, what happens next? So once you send out these messages, let's say you do 10 per hour, keep in mind, You do not want to get your Instagram banned, and you don't want to get message banned. So don't start sending thousands of direct messages or hundreds within like 10 minutes, because Instagram will think that you are a robot, and they will either suspend your account or maybe even get, well, I don't think they will suspend it, but they will go ahead and ban you for commenting like 24 hours or something. They'll put like a hold. If you continue doing that, then they could potentially ban you. So what you want to do is be very, very careful when you are direct messaging people. I normally do 10 per hour, and I'm okay. If you are a new account and you never posted before, or you haven't posted in a really long time, I would start with like 5 per hour. That way you don't have to worry about your account getting flagged for like, wait, this person never posts, but now they just did 100 direct messages. What's going on? And they'll flag you for spamming. So make sure that you just do 5 to 10 per hour. You could save it in your phone on the notes, so that way you just copy and paste, copy and paste. It'll be a lot quicker. What happens after you send these messages to people? What I've learned by me doing it personally, you're going to get 4 different responses. You're going to get the person that's going to ignore you, right? You'll send all these massive messages and they're not responding back. You're going to get the person that's going to say, yes, I will join. Those are like, in a few in between. You're going to get this person that say no automatically. And that's probably because most likely they looked at your account and they're like, I'm not doing it. You don't even have any followers. Like they don't want to give us, give you or give me an opportunity. And then you're going to get number 4. You're going to get the person that's going to ask you, what is a DM group? I've gotten a lot of those people. They never heard of this. They happen to have large accounts. Let's say they have 100,000 followers, but they just grew like naturally, or maybe they were running a lot of Instagram ads, or maybe they had a couple of posts that went viral. So they grew from like, like 20,000 to like 100,000 within months, but they never heard of this. So just keep that in mind. You're going to get people that are going to ignore you. You're going to get people that say yes. You're going to get people that will say no and really mean as well. And then you're going to get those random people that have large amounts of followers and they never heard a direct message. What I did with those accounts, I just said never mind. I didn't bother with it because most likely they don't want to join. I did message a couple of them and said this is what it is, and then they just said no. So after that, I just figured, well, I'll just send them a reply back, and if they say no, I'll just leave it alone. But that's how you basically find accounts to join your DM group. The last thing that you would need to do once you have your group set, you need to set rules. You need to say whatever rules you want is your group. Some people, like one of my rules were, we're gonna post, you can only post one per day, one posting per day, because it'll drive everybody crazy if you're doing like 5 postings per day. So you can only do one posting per day. And then I had 3 different times. I had the busiest time. I had a 7 in the morning, I had 12 in the afternoon, and then 8 p.m. in the evening. And then those are the 3 times that you could post. And then if anyone slacks and doesn't like another person's post, you will get banned from the group. So you have to set these rules, because there are people out there that are like, yeah, I want to join. They join, but then they never follow the rules. And it's pointless to have a direct, a DM group and no one's working on anyone's post. Like they want you to like theirs, but they don't do the same for yours. So therefore, you're not getting the results that you want and growing your Instagram in a rapid way. You're never going to get there because you got people that are breaking the rules. And, the last thing I want to say is take action. I've done I did like a webinar about this, and I did like a webinar like a month later, and the number one response was like, some people were like, oh, I love it. I got groups. I seen the difference. I gained hundreds of followers. And then I get other people that were like, this is too hard. It doesn't work. And then I asked them like, how long did you do it? And they did it for like 2 days and gave up. It is a lot of work because you have to message people, and it's a numbers game. For every 100 people you message, you might get 5 yes. it's almost like reviews, like an Etsy, like how we always talk about reviews. For every 100 sales, you might get 5 reviews. It's just what it is, and it kind of works the same way. It's a numbers game, and unfortunately, you're not going to message 100 people and 50 of them are going to say yes. It doesn't happen that way. However, once you start building these little mini groups of different people and you start doing it, you could potentially have, 30, 40, 50 groups of people that have, maybe you have a group of 100,000 followers, maybe you have another group that has accounts that have 50,000. You could do different groups if you want, or you could do just a massive group, however you want to do it. But then you have all these people that every time you post, you guarantee 60, 50 messages, guaranteed. And do you know the power of that? What that's going to do for your posting, for your business, how you're going to be able to grow your Instagram in, from 0 to like 100,000 followers within months. It is potentially there. I did it from 0 to 40,000. So it does work. It just does take a lot of work and a lot of time consuming. But if you do it within, maybe you do a to-do list to say, okay, I'm gonna reach out to people 3 times per day, just 10 people, only 30 people a day. I don't think that's that bad. It will take you seconds. You just copying and pasting, and then you just wait for someone to respond, and then you add them to the list. And that's it. So make sure that you take action today. Guys, if you found this video helpful, please share this video on your Facebook or your Twitter. Make sure that you like this video and leave a comment below with any questions you have. And I will try my best to answer every single question. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and give me feedback on these videos, because it does help me understand like what's working, what's not working, what you guys find valuable, and what you guys find like that was a waste of my time. So just let me know, positive or negative. It always helps. Thank you guys for watching. Have a terrific St. Patty's weekend.